Most of the penal code violations are whether it's somebody hitting somebody or assault of some type or a theft or whatever. It doesn't matter whether it's private property or public property. It's still going to be, the crime is still going to be enforced.
Yeah, domestic violence, things
All
like
of
that.
Right, absolutely.
And we're going to investigate it, okay? But keep in mind, when we do an investigation on any reported crime, it's always nice to have that willing witness to step up and to help us in the investigation.
Are there any things along those lines you can think of that would fall into the banner that you guys don't, that the sheriff would not be?
No, watch this, put it in a nutshell, anything criminal, the sheriff's going to handle it. Like Sid said, the traffic issues, some of them were not. The speed, the stop signs, that's covered by your CCNR, your rules and regulations, and that's who addresses it. And that's how they shut it down. And that's also, let's say you have friends come over your house, and when they come in at 50 miles an hour down the street. You know who's responsible for that?
You are.
You are. So if you have friends that do that, you want to tell them don't do that because you're going to get me in trouble. That was a law with them.
Well, and I wholeheartedly agree, and I'm glad that's the case, but how could that ever be proven?
Well, that's up to them.
Yeah.
We're not going to get involved in that.
I'm just saying, I mean, you know, because I had to go across the street and kind of break up a party with a new recruit, or new boot camp person who just got out of the Marine boot camp, and having a bunch of friends over, having a big party, and I'm a retired captain from the Air Force. I had to go over there and say, hey, you guys, you know, they had a bonfire on their driveway, and they're just being idiots. They had their friends driving around on their dirt bikes. They had a guy in a truck, you know, gunning it, driving up and down the road, and there's kids and stuff on the road. So I went over there. I introduced myself as Captain Souza, and hey, you know, who's the private who just graduated boot camp? And well, guess what? He was really respectful. Everything went well. Everything was cool. And the morons on the dirt bikes were actually really cool about it. And a lot of things went well because I didn't go there and act like a jerk to them. But I was like, hey, you know, this isn't right, and you shouldn't be. I don't appreciate, you know, I wasn't in the Marines, but you got a flag up there, one of the military branches, and you're not setting a good example, and I don't like to see that, you know. So
yeah. Well, what you did is fine, but it's nothing I would have done.
What's that?
What you did is fine, but that's nothing I would have done. Because this day and age, when you confront people, you don't know what's going to happen.
But okay, but I confronted him.
No, I'm just saying,
what you did is fine.
Yeah,
what you did is fine, but I'm just going to warn you.
There's an okay way to confront somebody, and it wasn't confronting them in an aggressive way. I don't really come across as an aggressive.
It doesn't matter. I want to tell you, it doesn't matter. If you've seen what we've seen out there, I wouldn't do it.
So here's one thing I'd like to tell people when we're talking to a new neighborhood watch group in particular, and Bill said it tonight, we want you to be our eyes and ears. But a little further than that, we don't want you to be our hands and feet. That's what we tell you from the Sheriff's Department, is that we need you to step up and tell us what you see and what you hear.
Well, the reason I say
we are not asking you to go, and again, you chose and the result was okay, so good, that's fine. But we're not going to ask you to go and do that. We're going to ask you to call us, okay?
Well, my point is, though, you mentioned the 50 mile an hour, somebody coming in, and then to my house, and then it's my responsibility, you know, it's going to fall on me. Well, that stuff was happening with them, but it doesn't matter because there's no way to prove it. I could have called.
It's up to those people to investigate. Maybe they get a witness that says, yeah, I saw that guy drive in, I saw him stop at that house and go to the front door and talk to Joe. And somebody else says, yeah, I saw the same thing. They've just associated that house, that vehicle that was driving that way, to that house. And that's probably enough for their CCNR.
Would you need to prove the...
But that's up to them.
Okay, we're not here for that.
It's up to them.
Okay, point being is, there's something that they're going to investigate, there's some things we're going to investigate, and there's some things I'm going to tell you that you people should not go there and stick your nose into, because you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know what people are. There's been a lot of people killed over trying to problem solve things, and you have no authority. Just like you were lucky, but if you went over there and it escalated, which happens a lot of times, that's what we see, it's not worth it, it's not. Because you have people that you pay taxes for that have the badge, the gun, the authority and the army to bring out to take care of any problem you might have.
So in Scott's example, though, what he could have done was called you for disturbing of the peace.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what he should have done every time. Yes, sir.
I had a question, the statistics that you gave out earlier, does that include the mobile home park?
The what, sir?
That statistics of the service calls in 2016?
No, it does not.
It only includes,
Right, it's just Oakwood Shores.
do you know what the statistics would be? Just
I would have to run them.
All right. And then just off the hand, how does this compare to a comparable community within San Joaquin County?
Well, you know, you have less dead people, so there's less people getting shot, okay?
So we're better than Stockton?
Oh, yeah. You have probably well, I know for a fact you have, I believe 78 less death from gunshots in Stockton. Okay, I see there's 70 nice ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Home birds, you only had one.
Yeah.
You know, how many Stockton have?
So, all right, but how do we compare against Ripon? Or how do we compare against other,
Okay,
More-
put it this way. Okay, I think we go with that. Okay, all right. You're living real close to heaven, okay? It's almost paradise here
Yeah.
compared to other communities. There's communities out there, like Marada, for instance. It's a good community, they cleaned it up, but they've got to be on their toes 24/7, and they are. You don't have that much to work with here. However, anybody that comes in here, somebody should call them in as suspicious. If they don't belong here, you should call them in as suspicious. No, you're fine. Go to Manteca. You're better, a lot better than Manteca. See, a gated community generally is better off than an open neighborhood. There's pros and cons to both concepts. But as far as the crime, you're restricted to coming here. You only have one way to come in here really, other than hop the fence. And you don't have a lot of drive-through traffic. You know, neighborhoods have these people, that's all they do all day. They walk around and drive around, they're on bicycles, and they're shopping to see what they can come back and steal. So they're out there. So you don't have that here. You have concerns, and most of your concerns really are internal.
Yeah.
Where families are not getting along, whatever the case may be.
so this is a better neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Two questions.
Only one at a time, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can you be invited to drive through the community even though there's no current act or aggression or violation taking place? So, for example, we know that there's going to be a romping party happening here in this clubhouse. Sometimes this clubhouse exceeds the 270 maximum.
So you'd like to have a patrol come in here and...
Come through the gate, I'll buzz you in and you know, go the long about round way, but then when you go by the clubhouse, you see naked people hanging off the roof and you see gunshots and fireworks and dog fights going on. Oops, you just happen to come across it. Can we invite you in during those high crime or high problem times?
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, and I want to try to answer this so you don't think we're saying no, but we are. We're not going to control this for you.
Okay, all right,
Okay, but we will respond to any call that you will have.
okay.
Okay, that make sense?
Yes. Second question is,
Here's another question here, go
all
ahead.
right, many of us have ADT and Xfinia home security systems and home alarm systems that have central monitoring. In our
Go
options,
ahead.
in our options for that, you can have primary call number 1 and primary call number 2. May we program or ask our companies and put either the desk sergeant's number or the non-emergency number as the number 2 call on that. So for example, my alarm goes off. I'm in Hawaii. My phone does not go through in Hawaii for some reason. They can't get me. I'm on the water slide. They call 7 times. Darn it. Now they call the second number. Hi, you've reached San Joaquin County Desk Sergeant Joe Smith speaking. How can I help you? We have an alarm going off on 2950 Jones Street. Can we do that? Can we program that?
Well, okay, let's discuss this a minute.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, if you have false alarms, you know you get charged for them.
By the county.
Yes, the sheriff's
Oh,
office is
okay.
gonna bill you.
Noted.
Yeah, they're gonna bill you.
All right.
Okay, so that's not always the best way to go. Now, I'm gonna give you my overview of, do you know how the alarm systems work? You basically threw it out there a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so generally they contact the person who lives there. That's the first call.
Yes.
And if that doesn't work, then they call an alternate. If that doesn't work, then they call law enforcement.
Yes.
Okay, so how much time has been lost there?
Minutes,
Do
lots.
you know
Yeah.
how long it takes a thief to go in your house and get out?
30 seconds.
Okay, he can clean your house out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to make your first call to the sheriff's office?
I want them to call me first, and if they don't get a hold of me, I want them to call the sheriff,
You
because,
can have a second call, yeah, you can have a second call.
So second call.
Watch this, you could be, watch this, you could be in your front yard,
yep,
and that alarm goes off, and the first call goes to the sheriff's office, okay?
They
And
think-
they're coming out there, and you're out there, and now they got guns on you, pal.
yeah, yes, I understand,
Your house alarm
I understand.
goes off. So
Right.
you want to, because a
The
lot
right-
of times, those alarms go off
Right.
when the owner's there.
Right.
Oops, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Right,
Before law enforcement ever called.
right,
So that's the benefit of that. So that's what I would do.
okay,
All right?
Thank you.
Now, the other thing you can do, okay, like my house, I don't have it monitored, although I have an alarm. My alarm is set, if it goes off, it's audible outside. I have neighbors